Manchester because Ricky Hatton is about to weigh in. Of course, he's back at his preferred weight. He's up against Juan Lazcano for his homecoming. Can he bounce back after that defeat to Floyd Mayweather in December? It's a sold-out Manchester City Stadium. It could be his last in front of his home fans as well. To get more on that, we can go live to Craig Slater. Craig.
Yes, thanks very much. You join us with good timing because Lovemore N'dou, who challenges Paulie Malignaggi for the IBF light welterweight title, is just about to step on the scales. Let's see if he makes the 10-stone limit. South African Lovemore N'dou. They're just checking the weight. Michael Buffer is the master of ceremonies.
9 stone, 13 pounds. The Black Panther, Lovemore N'dou.
So he's comfortably inside the light welterweight limit. And here comes Paulie Malignaggi, who's lined up to fight Ricky Hatton, perhaps in September or October in America, if both men come through their title fights at Eastlands tomorrow night. He's a flash character, Paulie Malignaggi, about to step on the scales. Ian Darks alongside me. Ian, first impressions?
Well, Malignaggi is going to really capture the crowd's imagination. He's flash, he's brash, he can talk like Muhammad Ali, this guy. It's going to be some promotion if it's him and Hatton in America in November, and that's what will happen if they both win. Let's see what weight he is here, though. He's got to be inside
13 pounds, 11 ounces.
Malignaggi had surgery on his right hand recently. He hasn't got a great knockout percentage. He says he hopes that surgery will rectify that. He's punching with much more authority these days, and he's already laid down the gauntlet to Ricky Hatton in the build-up to this. But now the main event, Ian. We've seen Ricky Hatton. He looks relaxed. You expect him to come through this easily enough?
Well, I think that Ricky Hatton, I think there'll be nerves, I think there'll be tension for him, and I think he'll start to feel it at this weigh-in, Craig.
There's Malignaggi and N'dou just squaring off that there. We'll get, of course, that shot as well. Hatton and Juan Lazcano will be facing off for the last time before their fights. But now we await the entrance of the two main event fighters. Juan Lazcano just to the left of the podium there with his team is coached by Ronnie Shields, who of course masterminded that sensational upset win by Vernon Forrest of Shane Mosley a few years ago. Can he do it again?
Well, 2 wins for Forrest over Mosley. He's also handled Mike Tyson in the past for the Lennox Lewis fight. He handled Evander Holyfield as well, Shields. But I think he's got a job with Lazcano.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get underway with the main event weigh-in. At this time, let me ask you, are you ready? Manchester, are you ready?
Michael Buffer whipping up the crowds.
Here at the weigh-in, and the 55,000 that will be attending tomorrow night at the main event, and all those watching on Sky Box Office, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to...
Well, that is disappointing, isn't it?
Absolutely, that's a real shame. We'll try and get back to that as soon as we can and see Ricky Hatton's weigh-in. Here we are. These are the pictures to get back to the weigh-in, and Craig Slater.
Light welterweight championship of the world, also recognized by Ring Magazine as the...
Yes, thanks very much. Sorry for the loss of vision there. Michael Buffer just making the introductions here. We'll pan back to him.
27 knockouts, only 4 defeats, 1 bout even. He's from Sacramento, California, USA, the challenger. He is the Hispanic cause and panic, the chosen Juan Lazcano.
Lazcano again in the Manchester United kit, Ian.
Yes, it's a PR stunt, isn't it? Because Hatton's a Man City fan. Clever thing to do, really. He's trying to tap into the United fans.
Kerry Kay is watching those scales very carefully just to make sure he has made the 10-stone limit.
9 stone, 13 pounds, 11 ounces for the challenger.
Just inside Juan Lazcano, so he's made the weight at the first attempt. Here comes Ricky now.
With a record of 44 bouts, 43 victories, including 31 knockouts. He's a 3-time world champion, the fighting pride of Manchester, England, the reigning, defending IBO light welterweight champion of the world, Ricky
a reception for Ricky Hatton. And just look at him milk the crowd.
And the key thing here is he was welterweight last time against Mayweather. Here he's got to make 10 stone, half a stone less.
He looks in fantastic shape. Look at that muscle definition. Has he made it first time? We get confirmation now. Looks like he has.
9 stone, 13 pounds, 11 ounces.
Ricky Hatton comfortably inside.
13-11 for the defending champion.
And salutes his fans. And here we'll get the face-off now. The two fighters squaring off against each other.
And what you're going to see here is that Lazcano is much taller and will have a 7-inch reach advantage. Whether he can use that is another question.
Whether he'll want to use that's another question. He does like to fight on the inside. He's a typical Mexican warrior. Likes to come forward with two-fisted attacks. I don't think Ricky Hatton will have to go looking for him.
He certainly won't, but remember Lazcano has beaten 4 world champions, Stevie Johnson, Jesse James Leija, John Molina and Wilfredo Vasquez.
Yeah. Just great scenes here in Manchester. Ricky Hatton looking to resurrect his career in front of his home fans. He cannot afford a second successive loss. He just ruffled each other's hair then. It has been good-natured in the build-up. These are two gentlemen of the ring. There's been no bad mouthing of each other. But certainly Juan Lazcano has come here to win. He's got a sort of inner core of self-belief, a deeply religious man, Ian. And I think, although he hasn't been shouting his mouth off exactly, he wants to take the fight into the second half, into the later rounds, and just test Ricky Hatton's stamina.
Well, there are some people who think that Hatton does begin to unravel after about the 6th round these days. There are those who say that his lifestyle out of the ring, where he does like a drink and plenty of fast food between fights, is beginning to catch up with him now. Hatton says he aims to ram that criticism down the throats of everybody tomorrow night. But let's see. The proof is in the ring, and Lazcano is a fighter that you do have to respect.
Yeah, great stuff here. Fascinating scenes here at the weigh-in. It always is a wonderful piece of pre-fight theatre. Let's just get your final thoughts heading into this. I guess Ricky Hatton has to win. He has to look good too.
He does. I think it's how good he looks. What has he got left? He has to prove to people that he isn't a fighter on the slide, that he's a fighter who can go on from this and have more big fights in America. That's what the contract says. He fights on HBO in America, of course on Sky as well, and for Golden Boy. But he has to win this. It's all on the line here, you know.
Okay, thanks very much, Ian. Yes, Ian Dark setting that up very well for us. Of course, he'll be calling the shots on Fight Night. We'll try to get a word with Ricky Hatton. I'm sure he'll make himself available to us just to see what he thought of that little head-to-head encounter he had with Juan Lazcano there. And his final thoughts, looking forward to his homecoming fight in the City of Manchester Stadium tomorrow night.
We'll look forward to that, Craig. It was very low-key, wasn't it, indeed? And you can see Hatton's